Hi guys, Sergey from Ninova Custom Jewelry here. We made the best custom engagement rings here in California. In today's video, I want to talk about the diamond alternatives, the one that are available on the market, and at the end I'll give you my personal favorite option to choose from for the engagement ring and why I think so. But first, let's talk about what do we mean by the simulated diamonds. Simulated diamonds, also diamond simulants or diamond imitations, are called the stones that look like a diamond for the untrained eye, of course, but doesn't have the same chemical, physical, or optical properties. They're not exactly the same. Different from the natural diamond or the lab-created stones, they can be used in jewelry as the diamond imitations. But during the jewelry appraisal, they will never be confused with the real diamonds or natural or lab stones. It's completely different thing from the lab stones. I want to highlight that. Lab-created, also man-made or synthetic diamonds are actually actual diamonds. Chemically, physically, they are the same as a natural diamond, but they just made by the man in the lab. It's usually HPHT synthetic process or CVD process. And I have the separate article where we talk about the lab-created diamonds. So check out that. I'll link it here in the description. Lab-created diamonds are structurally the same again as the mined diamond. They will also test as a natural diamond on a diamond tester in a laboratory. Simulated diamonds or diamond simulant, on the other hand, just another stone, just completely different stone, completely different material with a different atomic structure. They will have different chemical and optical qualities, which, however, may be quite close to the untrained eye to the real diamond. Diamond simulant can be made in the laboratory as well as any lab-created stone. They also can be found in nature as, for example, colorless sapphires or quartz. Some diamond simulants may even pass the basic diamond tester, the one you can get on Amazon or eBay, for example, but they are still not the diamonds. Let's talk about the most popular options and see which one can work for you. And let's start with the most popular one with the cubic zirconia. Cubic zirconia. Most popular diamond simulant is the cubic zirconia or CZ. It's a synthetic material grown in the lab specifically as the diamond equivalent, but its atomic structure, its optical properties and chemical composition completely different from the diamond. The downside of the CZ is that it can become a little bit yellowish over time. But on the other side, there's a few upsides. First of all, it's very affordable. It's probably the most affordable option out of all of them. It's hard, it's a scratch resistance. It stands about 8.5 on a Mach scale, although it's not a very stable stone. It can be easily cracked. Another very good thing about the cubic zirconia that they come in many colors. So if your specific design need to have very unusual colors, probably the cubic zirconia one of the best affordable options you can get out there. We don't really use the cubic zirconia in the engagement ring. It's just not the right stones for it. But for the promise ring or other type of jewelry, this fits very, very well. And one more thing I want to add about cubic zirconia is remember the Swarovski crystal. That is exactly an example of the high quality cubic zirconia, the very good one, I think the best on the market. And you can always get a very consistent color throughout the line. You can also always find matching stones and colors. They spark very well. but still they just not there to be a perfect competitor to the diamond, and there is much better options that I listed below. So let's keep forward. Synthetic spinel. Synthetic spinel is a natural mineral that can be found in nature in many colors, such as black, brown, blue, green, red, and in white, of course, or it would be correct to say colorless. This one is the extremely rare, and if you see colorless spinel as the diamond simulant, it's very likely synthetic one. Exactly that, colorless synthetic spinel is often used as the diamond simulant. Regardless of color, spinel has the high refractive index, which means it has an excellent brilliance. And when it's well cut and polished, it's almost indistinguishable from the diamond, again for the untrained eyes. Also, spinel is hard enough for these purposes. It's about 7.5, 8 on a Mach scale, which makes it a very nice choice for jewelry that you're going to wear on a daily basis, like an engagement ring. Spinel and engagement ring is the hard durable gemstone, and it doesn't require special care or anything like that. You're going to wear it pretty much as a diamond. Another option is the colorless quartz. Colorless quartz was one of the earliest simulant of the diamond, as well as the rock crystal, a type of quartz. They are common minerals that people found in abundance in nature, and they are also colorless enough to appear especially well formed as the diamonds, although they still gonna have some sort of inclusion. Besides, quartz has the above average hardness of 7 to 8 on the Mach scale. Again, it's not as stable as the diamond, but it's durable enough for our purposes. The main point is that it shows less brilliance and fire. It's just the way it's chemically built. Nowadays, it's rarely used as the diamond simulant because we have better option than this. And the next one is one of my favorite, the synthetic colorless sapphire. For centuries, the best diamond alternative was the natural colorless or white sapphire. It has nearly the same brilliance and can be faced and cut just like a diamond, and it's very durable as well. But a white sapphire with the time became a rare natural gem in its own right. It's hardly affordable as the diamond simulant these days. I would say it's a very good alternative, but not in terms of the lower price, but as overall different stone for someone who wants white transparent gem but doesn't want to go with the diamond. Then colorless natural sapphire is your choice, one of the best choices. I want to talk about the synthetic sapphires that was invented in the 1920s. Making this diamond simulant more affordable and available to us overall. Today, white sapphires is offered as the diamond simulant by many laboratories and stores, us included. We really like to work with this stone. It's not very common here in the US especially, but we do like it. It's much better option than the cubic zirconia, let's say, because it's going to keep its color. It's not going to become yellowish or so. It's more durable as well, so it's not going to scratch that easily. And overall, I think it's one of the best and affordable options to go. And finally, my personal favorite choice is synthetic moissanite. This mineral can be found in nature, but in such less quantities that you will not meet natural moissanite in a jewelry at all. Natural moissanite is extremely rare, and it comes in tiny crystals, usually less than half a carat, 0.3 carat, somewhere there. So for jewelry, synthetic moissanite was created in the lab. Synthetic moissanites can easily be colorless or nearly colorless with a high clarity. without any inclusions at all. The most important thing is that the moissanite doesn't change its purity over time, and it does not become cloudy, dull, or fade. Moissanites are just pure as diamonds and will stay so. Moissanite's hardness is 9.5 on the Mach scale, which makes them the hardest of all the diamond simulant. The only stone that known to be harder than the moissanite is actually the diamond. So the only way you can scratch your moissanite is with another diamond. So it's very rare thing to happen actually. Actually, moissanite's qualities are so close to the diamond that basic diamond tester, again the one that you can get on Amazon or sometimes in the jewelry stores, typically cannot tell the difference between the moissanite and the diamonds. Though any other diamond simulant, this tester will distinguish the difference immediately. So I mentioned all of these good things about it, and you would probably ask the question, so what is the downsides? And how I can tell the difference between the moissanite and the diamond, and how other people can tell the difference between moissanite and the diamond. One of the points where the moissanites outperform the diamond is sparkle. It has more fire, which is colorless sparks, brilliance, which is white sparks, and the luster, which is general radiance of the stone, than the diamonds. That's not my opinion. It's based on the actual measurements. Moissanite refractive index, the bending of the light as it's passed in or out of the gem, it's considerably higher than the diamonds. Another thing, moissanite is almost always perfectly clear, where the natural diamond has some sort of inclusions. Even if you cannot see it with the naked eye, they are there. It's a natural stone, it's a natural thing, it's going to have the inclusions. Moissanite doesn't have anything. That way, trained eyes actually can tell the difference between the diamond and the moissanite. Moissanite is just too good to be true for the natural stone. Personally, I think that this is the best option and it's the way to go if you considering to get something other than the diamond. If you, let's say, want to spend less than the actual diamond cost, or you just want to make sure that you're getting conflict-free stone, and in this case, moissanite, one of the best options to go. And again, the only difference you will see, it's in sparks. It's just going to spark way more, and it's going to be absolutely perfectly clear. It's not as the natural diamonds. To be able to see the difference, the very common question is, will be other people able to see the difference? They have to know what they're looking for. You cannot just look at both of the stones and say, this is the moissanite, this is the diamonds. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to be knowledgeable about the topic before you tell the difference. Another thing, you have to stay in a certain light. Sometimes it's just light not good enough to tell the difference. And the other thing is, this is very important one as well. Both of the stones has to be brand new. What I mean by that, they have to be absolutely clear. The thing is, when we wear the engagement rings, with the times, some dust, the little pieces of our skin products like cream, sunscreen, anything would build up under the ring, under the stone. And when you actually wearing both of the rings, then it's almost impossible to tell the difference, honestly. It has to be cleaned with an ultrasound in a jewelry store, both of the stone, and then you can put them together and tell the difference. Other than that, I don't think it's realistic. Again, it's possible if you take two stones, you go outside and you point two brand new stones and you point to the person who knowledgeable about it. Usually that's the older generation, like 65 plus, who've seen lots of diamonds in their lifetime, and they will be able to tell the difference. Other than that, it's almost impossible. I probably took too much time to cover this part, but it's very important. That it's a very common question, and I thought it will be nice to answer that. So I think I covered all of the most common options for the diamond alternatives. There's few more, and I listed them in my article. I'll link it below. Make sure you check it out. You're probably watching this video on my webpage somewhere, but if not, just click the link below and you will get to this article. You will see the whole list of diamond alternative. And still, if you would have questions, just contact us. We worked with all of the stones, with all of the alternatives that I listed, and I can tell you more about each and every one of them, which one is the best for you, which one is maybe not the best option for you specifically, for your budget, for your goal, and for your overall design again. Because you have to remember that we do not look at the stone separately from the setting. We actually creating the ring, and depending on the design, on your personal preferences, on your budget, on all of the things together, we picking the best option that available. With this video, though, you already know more than 90% of the people. You know more about all the alternatives that are available. And from my experience, the more knowledgeable you are, the better decision you would make. And I can talk forever about this topic. So I'll see you in the next video, next Thursday. Check out the article again, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you.